So 313. Yajñāsishtāsina santo
Sinasanto
muchyante sarva kilbishaihi
Muchyante sarvakilvishahi
bhunjate te tva agam papa
Bhunjate te tva agam papa
ye pachanti atma karanat.
Ye pachanti atma karanat.
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because they ate food which is first prepared, offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. So, like in Hindi, there is a song, Tera Tujko Arpan, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Right? Has anybody heard that song?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So, what does the song mean? I am offering what is already yours. So, it's not like I have, created something special or, I invented food, I produced food. No, already whatever is yours, I am going to offer to you. Right? So, some of the things that are said in Shastras are actually coming true because of the COVID epidemic, right? So, like Srila Prabhupada used to say that we should think more in terms of farm living, like grow your own food. What's the point of, everybody accumulating like this in the city in a crowded fashion? Everybody's like right next to each other, right? So he said, you produce your own food. And now that's already happening. What happened in Italy due to this whole COVID situation? People lost their jobs and source of business. So what happened? Everybody is now growing their own food. So here is an article in the New York Times, closer to Chandar. Chandar is from New York area, Philadelphia area. Chandar, can you hear me? Chandar, can you hear me? Okay, he's not.
Yeah, can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So for some Italians, the future of work looks like the past. More Italians are returning to the agricultural jobs of their grandparents, right? So what happened in Italy? Here is like a nice farm where people are now working. So here is like a gentleman who used to make t-shirts for the tourism business, but now he became a farmer because there is no more tourism, right? Until recently, a return to the land seemed reserved for natural wine hipsters or gentry sowing boutique gardens. More Italians are now considering the work of their grandparents as laborers on large farms that are increasingly essential to feed a paralyzed country and continent. Without them, hundreds of tons of broccoli, fava beans, fruit, and vegetables are in danger of withering on the vine or rotting on the ground, right? So what happened was, here are the farmers, they're wearing these COVID masks, and there's so much produce on the ground. As you can see, Italy is a very lustrous and green country. I went there twice actually to Italy, once to the Rome area and once to the Siena area. So what happened was, there used to be a lot of Indian farmers, right? 150,000 seasonal workers from Romania, Poland, India, and elsewhere used to come to Italy to harvest crops. But now everybody is stuck in their own country. So what are they going to do? So they have to take care of their own crops. So this is actually a good thing. If people are going back to the land, that is a good thing, because that's exactly what Krishna wanted. And what do? You don't just eat food. You offer it first to Krishna, right? So there are various mantras. Sheshadev, you know what that mantra is?
The one that we offer to Krishna every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start with the Guru Pranam mantra. Then we start with the Prabhupada's Pranam mantra.
Yeah.
Then Chaitanya Prabhu's Pranam mantra, and then the Krishna mantra.
Yeah. So you make a plate like this, very nice things with vegetables, kachoris, puris, dal, sabji. Actually, this is a pretty good plate, huh? Just looking at it, I'm feeling hungry. So, and then you say the mantras, right? What are the mantras? If you are in the temple, you offer mantra like this: Idam Naivedyam, Idam Paniyam. So, Naivedyam, Paniyam, like that, right? But if you are at home, this is what you would normally do. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. And then you glorify Prabhupada's Guru. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. And then you pray to Lord Chaitanya.
Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Godatvishe Namaha.
And then you pray to Lord Krishna himself.
Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Vigatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
And then we leave the DT room for a little while. And then after the Lord's meal, then we recite prasadam prayers, right? Okay, so let me put this prayers thing in the chat window so that you can, if you want to, offer things to Krishna. But you should want to offer things to Krishna because Tera Tujko Arpana Swami Jaya Jagadish Hare. It's all belonging to the Lord anyways. But if you don't offer, then it is sinful. And offering takes only, how long does this take for us to talk? Maybe 1.5 minutes, right? So it's not very difficult to chant these mantras and give the offering to the Supreme Lord. So where is the chat window in this application? There's no chat window, is it?
There is Prabhuji, there's down.
Where?
When you click on that Zoom link down below.
Click on those 3 dots, Prabhuji, and there is a chat.
I think, chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the mantras that you need to offer, right? And after that, these are the bhoga mantras. Bhoga means before it becomes prasadam. And then when you eat prasadam, you use a different set of mantras. So those mantras are like the Sharira Vidya Jal. Sharira Vidya Jal. Actually, there is a very nice Vaisheshika Prabhu on, let's see if he's there on YouTube. He sings very nicely. So I want to show you that one. Because when I went to Silicon Valley Temple, I saw him sing very nicely. He sings Vaisheshika Prabhu. Sharira Vidya Jal. Yeah, there you go.
Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sharira Jijja Jodendriya Tahika Jive Vele Vishaya Shogore Karma Jivayati Lobo Moisu Turmati Taki Teta Katita Sansare Krishna Bola Doyamo Tori Bari Jivaja Shaprashad Annati Loba Shayanamrita Pao Radha Krishna Gunagao Premitako Shri Chaitanya Nita Paire Ekadina Shanti Pure Prabhu Advitera Kare Dui Shakoti Ashwadana Prabhu Bole Bhakta Gana Isha Krishna Ashwati Lo Hino Shakashwadane Krishna Prema Aishe Mane Se Preme Koro Ashwadhan Jadaburi Parihari Prasada Mochana Kori Hari Hari Bolo Sarva Jahan Hari Hari Bolo Sarva Jan Mahaprasade Govinde
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Swalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate Dukkanam Hani Rasoga Jayate Prasanna Cheta Sohi Ashu Buddhi Prarivashate.
Bhagavan Shri Mahaprasade Ki Premanande Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
So that is the Prasadam player. Of course, this is the long form. Normally, I don't recite the whole long form. I typically go to Sharira Avidyaja Jodendriya Tahe Kam Jive Fele Vishayo Sagare. What it means is Sharira, our human body, is full of avidya. Avidya means ignorance. Jodendriya Tahekal. Indriyas are indriyas like eyes, ears, tongue, sensation of touch, skin. All these indriyas are always out of control. So what do? Krishna baro doya moy. Krishna is very kind. Kori bare jiva jai. So jihva means our tongue is the cause of all trouble. How many people got fired from their job because they used the wrong term in a meeting, right? I know one person, an African American gentleman. He said something wrong in a meeting. The next day was not to be seen. He was fired, right? Because our tongue is not in our control. It's like a snake. You cannot control a snake. It goes here, it goes there. But you can control this tongue by Mahaprasadam. The prasad, the bhoga that is offered to Krishna, it will actually tame this nonsense thing called the tongue, right? Krishna baro doya moy, kori bare jiva jai, swaha prasade anna dile bai. So this is this prasad, swaha prasada. Anna means rice. Rice, or basically rice, wheat, vegetables, fruits, those are all called anna. Say anna amrita pavo. This anna is an amrit. Radha Krishna Guna Gao. So you glorify Radha and Krishna. Preme Dako Sri Chaitanya Nitai. So you are getting the love of Krishna through Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu. So these two are incarnation of Krishna and Balaram, who came 520 years ago in Mayapur, in Nadia, district Nadia, in Mayapur, West Bengal. That's where I went there last October as a part of my trip to India. So you are getting the love of Krishna through the Sankirtan movement or chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Then you say Jai Nimai, Jai Nitai, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that's the short form. This is a more longer form because he's a scholar. He gave the full thing. And then we say Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Swalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwashona Vijayate. The last but one slide. So that is the short form that I normally follow, but you are free to either follow the long form or the short form. But it's very important that you actually glorify the prasadam because it is being eaten by the Supreme Lord. And when we eat that, our tongue will come under control. right? I mean, I've also made mistakes in life by misusing the tongue. When you misuse the tongue, there'll be so many problems, right? Problems between wife and husband, problems between parent and kids, problems between boss and subordinate, problems everywhere, anywhere. So controlling the tongue is the most important thing. So I send you 2 links. You can review them at leisure. So others who prepare food for personal enjoyment verily eat only sin. So in chapter 3, verse 10, we learned that in the beginning of creation, the Lord sent 4 generations of men and demigods to do what? What did he send us to do? I discussed this last time. Anybody remember? To do
Perform
this.
sacrifice.
Yes,
Okay.
yajna. Our whole life is a sacrifice, right? You sacrifice all your sleep for your kids. When the kids are born, all night they are crying. So you sacrifice your sleep. Then you sacrifice your money paying for the college tuition. Of course, most of you are not in that. Only Venkatesh is in that boat, and I am also in that boat. Our kids go to college. It's not cheap, very expensive. So our whole life is a sacrifice, right? You sacrifice late night, you work for your boss because there is some release, something is not compiling, code is not compiling, some nonsense like that. So our whole life is just sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. But we should sacrifice for the right cause, right? If you sacrifice for your boss, when economy goes down, you'll be laid off. Like, in 2010, when the economy was down because of this whole housing crisis, I was laid off from Microsoft. Doesn't matter how hard I worked for them. When the time comes, they'll just drop you like a used handkerchief, right? So you sacrifice, I sacrificed so much. I didn't go to India. I worked so hard for you. Nothing doing, get out, right? So better sacrifice for the right reason. And the right reason is what Krishna says is, be happy by this yajna sacrifice. And therefore, when we are offering anything to the Lord, that is actually a sacrifice. Actually, your sacrifice starts on the stove, right? Your gas burner or electric burner is the yajna kund. Then you put a vessel there, you put rice, vegetables, you're frying pakodas, or you're making khichdi, or you're making sabji, dal sabji. You are actually started your sacrifice. So you have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
While cooking, because that is not cooking, it is a sacrifice. It is a yajna that you're doing. See, we don't have like big havan kund, 1000 kgs of ghee. We don't have all that. You may put like 2 drops of ghee in your cooking vessel, because say, my lord, I'm very poor, I only work for Microsoft, Amazon, T-Mobile. Cannot make $1 million a year. I cannot afford so much ghee, so I'll only use little bit ghee for you. And then you do that yajna, you offer that with the 2 mantras that I gave you. The first one is offering mantra, and then you honor the prasadam, eat with the prasadam mantras. Okay. So Sheshdev, please read this.
The devotees of the Supreme Lord, or the persons who are in Krishna consciousness, are called santas, and they are always in love with the Lord, as it is described in the Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 38. Premanjanachurita bhakti vilocanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. The santas, being always in a compact of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering it to the Supreme Person. Therefore, such devotees always perform yagnas in different modes of devotional service, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, etc. And these performances of yagnas keep them always aloof from all kinds of contamination of sinful association in the material world. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves, but also the eaters of all kinds of sins.
Yeah, so pause there for a moment. So if you don't offer the things that Krishna gave to you back to him as yajna, then it's like we are thieves, we are stealing. We are stealing from God. All you have to do is spend that 5 minutes offering it to Krishna. Then you are not a thief. And also eaters of all kinds of sin, right? When you not only, of course, killing animals and eating them is totally forbidden. I mean, people who kill animals and eat them, of course, last time I showed you, right? They go to Kumbhipaka, where there will be big vats of oil, and they'll be thrown in that oil and nicely roasted. Just like KFC is roasted or McDonald's is roasted, we are also roasted if we eat those things. That is not even, question of discussion. If you eat meat, guarantee going to hellish condition. But even killing a spinach and eating, even killing a carrot and eating is sinful. So we are committing the sin of killing that carrot, killing that spinach plant. So we still have to cook it nicely and with love, with some ghee, and offer it to the Lord. Then he will take that offering and he'll give it back as prasadam minus the sin of killing those living entities. Otherwise, we are actually eating sin. Okay, so Venkatesh, can you read from there? How can I?
Yeah, 1 second. How can a person be happy if he is both a thief and sinful? It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtana Yajna in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in the world.
Yeah. So right now there is no peace, no happiness in this world. Bill Gates is stressed. Warren Buffett is stressed. Warren Buffett lost what? Like some $10 billion or something out of his $120 billion portfolio when the market crashed, right? It's not like the very rich are very happy or something like that. Everybody's crying. Have you ever seen any happy person like all these top industrialists in their photos? They all look pretty miserable, right? For example, if you think that Jeff Bezos is very successful, actually he's not successful. His wife McKinsey divorced him and ran away. He said, I don't want to be with you anymore, right? So what is the definition of success? He's very rich, but his wife is gone. Somebody has good family, but they don't have money. Somebody has money and good family, they don't have something else. Like in Kosovo, in Bosnia, everybody was having a decent life. And then that war broke out between the Muslim Bosnians and the Croatian Christians. And a lot of people died in both sides. I was actually there 4 years ago with my Guru Maharaj, went there at the border. So we were at the border of Bosnia and Croatia. There was hardly any population. And I asked them, what happened? Everybody died. They killed each other. So that place was lush green, but there was so much bloodshed in that place. Right? So nobody is happy in this world. That is a fact. If you think somebody is happy, bring them to me. I will just interview them for half an hour and I'll show you how many problems they have. Right? So there is nobody happy in this entire material world, given fact. So why are we not happy? Because we are not performing yajna. We are not appeasing the Supreme Lord. Whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, this, that, doesn't matter. Nobody's happy. So the process of yajna for this Kali Yuga is not the fire yajna, although you can do that once in a while. It is Sankirtan yajna. So Sankirtan yajna, last time I showed you some videos, remember? Anybody remember the videos I showed you? So what I did after last week's class, I collected the list of Sankirtans on YouTube. There are different Sankirtans. Let me show you this one. These are all Muslim women. Okay, so that was one. Let me show you something else. Here is in Nigeria. Let's go to Nigeria.
It's 2020, the world's gone mad, and the team you manage is all over the place. Monday.com.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So let's go to East Africa.
The main thing is actually discussing with the audience philosophy, trying to explain to them the teachings of Krishna consciousness.
We should understand that life is sacred because it comes from God. Now, where does life come from? Life comes from the soul. The soul is the spiritual spark of God.
God is not Christian or Muslim or Hindu. Mungu si Muislamu, si Mkristo wala Mhindi. God is God. Mungu ni Mungu. And he wants us to love him.
My main objective is to appeal to people's intelligence. People in Africa, like anywhere else, are suffering different types of misery. And like any intelligent human being, they question their existence. So the idea is to appeal to that intelligence that there's another existence beyond the material world. It's customary for, at least with devotees, to share their food. If they have food, they should share it. There's areas we go to where there is intense poverty, and so we're actually contributing something. We're not just coming to talk philosophy, we're actually giving them something. And then there's a spiritual benefit because the food is offered to Krishna.
So what did he say? There is intense benefit in giving that food because food is offered to Krishna. So offering to Krishna is very, very important. And now let's go to Australia. somewhere in Europe. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then the next one is also very interesting. There is a Polish festival with Indradumna Swami in the Baltic Sea.
This is a tomato. Think it's good for you? Think again.
Wydaje mi się, że coś
I'm delighted. So far, I've enjoyed the face painting and hand decoration. I really like the dresses. I'll take a picture. And I will speak to the organizers to invite you to my hometown. I'm hoping to try your food. I'm curious what it tastes like. It's wonderful. Every year we wait for this. We have been coming here for many years, and this year we have recently come, and we were just saying to each other how empty this place is when you are not here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I like this festival very much. It is something wonderful, a wonderful initiative. Everyone is so blissful, and I like it very much. It's great. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
So in this way, everywhere you go, there is Sankirtan going on. This is the only reason the world is still a sane place to live. Otherwise, it would have been destroyed long time ago. So YouTube is a wonderful thing. That is probably the very good invention so that we can go to so many places around the world and see how this knowledge is being. I mean, there is a lot of nonsense also on YouTube, but there is some good stuff also in YouTube. So this is Baltic Coast, and I will add this link to my collection. I don't know why it put a URL there. Baltic Coast. So this is Sankirtan. Sankirtan means coming together and chanting glories of God. Actually, you should see this. This is like London subway. If you have never been to London, this is your journey to the tube using Hare Krishna. So that is Sankirtan. So what does Krishna say? In order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Yajna. That is why I'm teaching you these things, right? I don't get any benefit by, spending time. I could be out in the sun, enjoying the sun. But why am I teaching Bhagavad Gita? Because we want people to be happy in all respects. And this process is very easy. You just have to sing. If you don't have a singer next to you, put on YouTube and sing along, right? How difficult is it? You can do it from your mobile phone. You can do it from anywhere. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in this world. So if you want the world to be peaceful, you have to do this. There's no other alternative. So any questions, comments? No questions? So Chandar, do you see this alone, or is your family also with you?
No, Prabhuji, I see this alone. My family is in India.
Okay.
They went
You can just send them the link and then they can see it from India too.
Sure, if the arts work for them, maybe in a different.
The world is only a click away, right? Yeah. Anybody can click on this link and they can see. Of course, for them from India, I think Friday evening and Saturday evening might be better, because I do like 7:30 PST, which is like 9 a.m. IST, right? So you could, ask them to join. It's 1.5 hours or 2 hours, India to PST. Do you know?
I think it's 1.5 hours.
Yeah. So regardless, you can send them the link, ask them to join 7:30 PST. Every computer has a clock. They can do the conversion.
Sure. Yeah, I'll try. We have a daughter. Yeah, she's running way in there. But yeah, if time permits, I think.
Okay. I mean, when I first started going to the temple, my son was only like 2 months old, 1 month old. But I would take him. As a small baby to the temple and let him, soak in the ambience of the Hare Krishna mantra, like that. And Shekhar, is your family watching with you?
No, Prabhuji, they are having 2 Hindi tests today, both the kids. So mom is with the kids.
Okay. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Right? So see, I'm putting so much effort, but there are only 3-4 people on the call. So you should bring your friends and relatives along if you think that there is value in it. And I think there is a value in it. If nothing else, we can prevent people from going to hell, right? Because what they are doing right now, guaranteed they'll go to hell. 99.99% of the population on the planet is going to hell because they are doing things which are contrary to Bible, Quran, and Bhagavad Gita. So if they don't like Bhagavad Gita, at least they should read their own scriptures. They are not doing that either, right? So actually there is a saying, the planes to Vaikuntha are going regularly, but nobody is on board. right? Because they're not qualified. They don't have the ticket to get onto that plane. The planes are going. Every 1 hour, there's a plane going to Vaikunta. But no, there's nobody on board because people have become so sinful right now. Even the very act of working in a corporation is sinful, right? Because you may develop something that is used for something else. Like, for example, if you work in oil and natural gas company, they are doing fracking. As a part of fracking, they put high pressure water into the tectonic plates within the earth. So many living entities there are dying just to produce the fuel to get into your petrol car. So many people in Saudi Arabia and Iran and Iraq are dying due to conflicts so that you can drive your car to work every day. So everything is sinful in the world right now. So if you love somebody, give them the gift of Bhagavad Gita. Call them to the class so that they can also learn. If you hate somebody, then don't call them. So now you have to see whether you love people or you hate people.
Prabhuji, do you have this recorded sessions as well?
Yeah, I have all the recorded sessions. I told this to someone, maybe not on this batch. I'll show you this. If you go to YouTube and if you search on Radhika Gopinath Das, all my sessions are recorded. Like last night, I didn't upload my session, which I'll do so shortly. I mean, for the first many years, I didn't upload, but now I'm realizing even if it helps one person, let them be benefited. You see this? All my sessions are recorded. Like in this one, I do some scientific study of who am I using PowerPoint presentation. In this one, I used one other PowerPoint presentation to discuss various aspects of the body, right? So you can go to my channel, Radhika Gopinath Das, and then you'll see many, many sessions that are there. In one of the session, I discussed about Bill Gates. So many things are there.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, I have 28 subscribers. It's not like millions of subscribers because this is like a diamond store, right? If you go to a dollar store, it will be crowded. A diamond store will not be crowded. There'll only be 1 or 2 customers because not everybody can afford diamonds. So, or they can even understand the value of diamonds. So that's how it is. What can I say? Okay. Annad bhavanti bhutani.
Brahma bhavanti bhutani.
Parjanyadanna sambhavah.
Parjanyadanna sambhava.
Parjanyadanna sambhavaha.
Yajnat bhavati parjanyo.
Yajnat
Yagnat
bhavati
bhavanti
parjanyo.
parjanyo.
Yajnaha karma samudbhavah.
Yagna
Yajnaha karma
karma
samudbhavaha.
samudbhava.
So now Krishna is saying where food comes from, right? Food is now a very important topic, like a bag of rice. A bag which used to be $15 is now sold on Amazon for like $50, $49.99. So they increase the price by 3 times now for rice, especially. Of course, some sites are still not jacking up the price, but some sites have definitely jacked up the prices. So where does the food come from? Can you produce food in a factory? No, they come from rain, means water is needed. And rains are produced by performance of yajna, sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed duties. So let's see, Shekhar, can you read?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Srila Baladev Vibhya Bhushana, a great commentator on Bhagavad Gita, writes as follow: Ya Indrade
Angataya Vasishtham
Angataya Vashishtam
Yajnam
Yagnam Sarveswaram Vishnum Abharsyam Tak Chesam Asnanti Tena Tad देह यात्रम संपदयन्ति ते सन्तः सर्वेश्वरया यज्ञ पुरुषस्य भक्तः सर्व
Kilbishayr,
किल्बिसेर अनादि काल
Vivridher,
विवृधेर आत्मानुभाव प्रतिबंधक केर निकिला पपेर विमसयन्ते.
yeah. So in artificial intelligence, there is a topic called engrams. So engrams means it divides the words into different syllables and then it trains the
Right.
neural network. So you have
Right,
to learn the pattern of engrams in Sanskrit, right?
Yeah.
This is a common pattern. Ser, care, like AIR, that is the common pattern in the end, right? The second
Right.
common pattern is Nikilai, he, it ends with a H, hi, right?
Yeah.
The third pattern
Yeah.
is Yajnam, Sarveshwaram, Vishnum, like it ends with an okay?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Sarvasya, Dehasya, Asya, Purushasya.
Asya.
So if you know these patterns, so train your neural network in your head to see these patterns. It's not very difficult. Sanskrit is a very easy language actually. If you know these patterns. That's what they're doing, right? What is artificial intelligence? You see patterns and then you train a neural network and the neural network will do forward propagation, backward propagation, and it is learning. Okay, continue.
The Supreme Lord, who is known as Yagna Purusa or the personal beneficiary of all sacrifices, is the master of all the demigods, who serve him as the different limbs of the body serve the whole. Demigods like Indra, Kendra, and
Not
Varuna
Kendra,
are
Chandra.
Chandra. Okay, sorry. Kendra and Varuna are appointed officers who manage material affairs. And the Vedas direct sacrifice to satisfy these demigods so that they may be pleased to supply air, light, and water sufficiently to produce food grains.
Yeah, so pause there for a
Well-
moment. So it is not like, Bill Gates or Warren Buffett is producing these food grains. It is the Devatas. So when Devatas are pleased, they supply air, light, and water. And you need these three things to produce food grains. Right? So we need food to survive. We don't need dollar bills. We don't need, mechanized equipment. Why we earn dollars is so that because dollar is the currency where you can go and buy food. But food is not produced by dollar bills. So food comes from air, light, and water. Air is given by Vayu Dev. Light is given by Surya Dev. And water is given by Varun Dev. These are Devatas. If they are not pleased, you will not have food. Simple. Right? And time to time, like in California, there was a drought. This year is okay, but last 3 years there was a drought, no water. So $1 cabbage became $3. Right? So Devatas can give, Devatas can withdraw also. It's not like they'll give permanently. Right? If you remember the end of civilization, you remember the movie called Mad Max? Anybody remember
Yeah,
Mad Max?
Y-
It came
yeah.
when we were all like 5-6 years old. In Mad Max, they show what happens towards end of the world. How people are fighting with each other, looting each other for, you'll see it'll be very, very gory scenes. So what these movie producers do, they read Srimad Bhagavata and everything, and they take all these descriptions and they make movies out of them. But the goal of Srimad Bhagavatam is not to make movies. The goal is to understand how bad the world will be in the end of Kali Yuga, and so that we can get liberated before that. That is the idea, right? So when Lord Krishna is worshipped, the devatas, who are different limbs of the Lord, are also automatically worshipped. That's why you don't need to worship devatas separately. You don't need to worship Ganesha separately. You don't need to worship any separate worship for any of the devatas. Because if you look at the image of a Vishwarupa, you'll see all the devatas and the Danavas are there in the body of the Lord. Even Rakshasas are there on the body of the Lord. So the internet is a wonderful thing. All knowledge is there if you are prepared to learn it. If you're not prepared, then nobody can save you basically. So this is the Vishwarupa, right? If you look at the body of Lord Krishna, everybody is there. Brahma is there, Saraswati is there, Ganesha is there, all the Devatas and the Danavas, all the Rakshasas are also there. So where is the question of worshipping them separately? Worship the Supreme Lord, Krishna, and everything else will follow, right? So all the information is there. It's just a matter of us devoting the time. Okay, Shekhar, continue.
When Lord Krishna is worshipped, the demigods who are different limbs of the Lord are also automatically worshipped. Therefore, there is no separate need to worship the demigods. For this reason, the devotees of the Lord who are in Krishna consciousness offer food to Krishna and then eat, a process which nourishes the body spiritually. By such action, not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, but the body becomes immunized to all contamination of material nature. When there is an epidemic disease, an antiseptic vaccine protects a person from the attack of such an epidemic. Similarly, food offered to Lord Vishnu and then taken by us makes us sufficiently resistant to material affection. And one who is accustomed to this practice is called a devotee of Lord. Therefore, a person in Krishna consciousness who eats only food offered to Krishna can counteract all reactions of past material infections, which are impediments to the progress of self-realization.
Yeah, so pause there for a moment. So this is what happened to me. I have started coming to the temple in Hare Krishna temple in Samamish 17 years ago, and I'm eating mainly prasadam. Once in a while I may eat outside, but 99% of the time I'm eating prasadam. As a result, somebody who didn't know any Bhagavad Gita now is able to teach Bhagavad Gita, right? I'm able to teach Bhagavad Gita. Somebody who didn't know Sanskrit, now I can say shlokas very easily. How did all this magic happen? Because I am eating only food offered to Krishna, prasadam. So, and there are reactions of past material infections. I must have done so many sins in the past. But what is happening? All those things are getting burnt because I'm eating only prasadam and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So now the progress of self-realization is happening. I can feel it. I know it actually. Because when I compare myself to an average person on this planet, way different than the average person on this planet. And why did that happen? By eating food offered to Krishna, the bhoga, and which Krishna, when he glances at it, it becomes prasadam. There is no comparison between me and an average person on this planet, right? That's because of this secret. Eating food offered to Krishna. Because most of the people will take birth again. Most of the people will go to hell. And they'll suffer for a little while and again they take birth again on this planet or some other planet. That's guaranteed. But because I am following this process and chanting Hare Krishna, I know my destination is very different. Like I was leaning to Prabhupada's lecture yesterday. He said, there are only two destinations. One destination is Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jananam, take birth again. The second destination is going to the spiritual world, Vaikunta. So devotees will go to Vaikunta, and people, there's no real punishment really. They'll take birth again. Again, they'll have to go through the same old story. Taking birth, going to elementary school, middle school, high school, college, H1B, green card, maybe citizenship, maybe no citizenship, layoffs, this whole nonsense. How many times do you want to, Shekhar, do you want to go through the same nonsense again?
Yeah, Prabhuji, sometimes you started liking the nonsense. That's the problem of the
No, actually,
material world. Yeah.
no, you think it is nonsense, but it is, I mean, sorry, you think you like it, but actually you don't like it. Would you rather,
Yeah, I mean,
like, what is the goal of, okay, getting a citizenship, getting a 4-bedroom house, and all that? In the end, what is the goal? You ask the people who have all this, they'll still say that they are not satisfied.
I agree, Prabhuji. But the problem is we can't simply walk off from our current scenario, right? That's the thing.
No, who's asking you to walk off? You do that, but focus
I mean,
that death is coming. And then what is the other scenario? Other scenarios, you have to again take birth. Again, go through the same
right,
nonsense. Again, you'll have more responsibilities. What will you do with that?
right.
And I'll tell you, this is all Maya. And I'll
Yeah.
prove it to you in 10 minutes. There is a movie on the YouTube. It's called Krishna Maya. It's in Telugu. I think some of the people can understand. Venkatesh and Chandar can understand. Chandar, you are Telugu or Tamil?
Who, me, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
I'm Kannadiga.
No, not you, Sheshdev. I was talking to Chandar.
Oh, I'm Tamil, Prabhuji.
Tamil, right? So you'll understand a little bit of Telugu. But there is a movie in Telugu,
Yeah.
Krishna Maya. And when you see that, you will understand why I'm saying what I just said. It's 1958 movie.
Casper's Memorial Day sale is here, so you can save 15% on the mattress you deserve.
దొంగతనానికి ఈ స్థితి చెప్పుకొచ్చాడు. ఈ క్షుద్ర దేవతలందరికీ టీకా మొయ్య నైవేద్యం సమర్పించడానికి తెలుసా? ఈనాడు ఈ అడవి మేడానికి అదుండయ్యాను. మహారాజా, మహాత్మా, గతి ముక్తి మార్గమును కనలేవా మాయమోహమయ జీవా ముక్తి మార్గమును కనలేవా మిథ్యామయమో మాయా జగమిది మది వినుము జీవా మిథ్యామయమో మాయా జగమిది మది వినుము జీవా నిత్య సత్యమో పరం జ్యోతి గని దరిజేరుమురా జీవా జీవా ముక్తి మార్గమును కనలేవా జీవా ఎవరు నారదమునింద్రుడు స్వామి మాయా పిల్లలు మాయా పిల్లలు మాయా 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 స్వామి మాయా ఏమిటిది ఎందుకు ఈ ఆవేదన నా మాయ నుండి విడిచిపోయింది మాయా మహర్షి మాయ విడిచిపోయినందుకు విచారమా నా బిడ్డ వేదాంతం
మా సంసారంలో దుఃఖం మీకే తెలుసు. మనసారా ప్రేమించిన మాయ ప్రాణాల కింద విలువైన బిడ్డల్ని అగ్నికి ఆహుతి చేసి ఎలా జీవించదు? మరి సర్వజ్ఞుడు కదా, అశాశ్వతమైన జీవితాల కోసం ఇలా దుఃఖించడం ధర్మమా? నా మాయ అందరిలాంటిదే కాదు స్వామి. మహాశాంతి, సాధుశీల, సౌందర్య రాశి. నా మాయ లేనిదే నేను జీవించలేదు.
So, in this story, Lord Krishna and Narada Muni go together. So one day, Narada Muni asks, "My Lord, what is Maya? Can you tell me what Maya is?" And Krishna says, "Okay, why don't you, take your kamandalu, go to that river and get me a cup of water." So he goes to that river. And then he sees a girl there. And then he is curious, what is this girl doing in the middle of nowhere? And then the girl picks a, bucket of water, and then she walks to her towards her village. And then he follows her, and then she sees that the girl is the daughter of a Mukhya. Mukhya means the head of that village, right? And then after, so he decides to stay in the village. And after a while, he asks the Mukhya, "I like your daughter. We would like to get married." The Mukhya says, "Okay, you get married." And then Narada Muni gets married to that girl. They have 2 kids. And there's a lot of story. He does a lot of things. It's a very big movie, actually, about 2-hour long movie, I think. 2 hours, 35 minutes. And then one day there is a big fire. And then, there's a big storm. And Narada Muni gets trapped under this tree. And his wife and his 2 kids are burnt in that fire alive. And he's crying, "Oh, Maya, Maya, Maya. You left me and went. Now how can I live without you?" He says in the last, when I paused it, right? He says, "How can I live without you?" Maya, 1958. Then these other 2 people who are walking by, they say, "If Maya goes, that's good. Now you're free from Maya. Why are you crying?" But he still is like very upset. Then Krishna taps him on his shoulder and says, "Narada, I asked you to get a glass of water. What happened?" You get the picture?
No, Prabhuji.
All this activity was an illusion. All this activity of seeing the girl, following her, getting married, having 2 kids, wife and kids getting burnt in the fire, all this is a matter of illusion. Right? So
Yeah.
none of this existed. So what is the message here? Although we are running after so many things in this material world, this is all illusory. If you look at the stock market, you know what illusion means. One day something goes up, next day something else comes down, right? So our pleasure and pain in this material world is an illusion. Our pleasure is an illusion. Our pain is also an illusion. So when you get promoted, you are having illusory happiness. "Oh, I got promoted. I'm getting more money." When you are in pain, that is also an illusion. You're crying, "Oh, this happened to me. I got laid off." Both of them are illusory because both of them are temporary. Nothing is permanent in this material world.
Well, yeah.
What is permanent in this material world? Tell me.
Why is this one just done?
Bhakti is permanent.
Yes. You remember a company called Pan Am? Anybody remembers this company called Pan Am?
Yeah. Airline, right?
Airline. There's a building in New York City called Pan Am. Pan Am building. There's a big Pan Am building. Let me show you that building. The building is there. The airline company is gone. So this, okay. Last week, 2 companies went bankrupt. You know what their names are?
Hertz. One is Hertz.
Okay.
Hertz is, I don't know the other probably.
There is, one is Hertz, one is a company called JC Penney. The third is a company called Neiman Marcus.
Yeah. Macy's.
Yes.
Macy's, yeah.
Neiman Marcus. Remember Neiman Marcus?
Right.
Out. Neiman Marcus no longer, I mean, it's bankruptcy protection. Huh? JC Penny, where is it? It's gone. Gone with the wind. Right? So let me show you a YouTube video. This is more from a comical perspective, but you will get the picture. When I was very young, 7, 8 years old, I used to listen to this song. I never understood its meaning.
Genie, I wish to become
So what is he singing? What is the lyric there?
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, what does it mean?
So, some other else issue, it falls into another one.
No, it's gone. Bites the dust means they fell down and they kissed the dust. They bit the dust.
Oh,
So
okay.
every day we are seeing somebody is biting the dust. So don't think that this is a very great place, this material world. And then your grandkids will be talking to each other. Long time ago, there used to be a company called Microsoft. There used to be a company called Amazon, in Seattle area. They will also pass. Right? Pan Am is gone. JCPenney is gone. Sears is going. Macy's is going. So don't think that this world is a very great place, right? So we have to think of what is the grand thing, what is our eventual goal in life. Of course, you have to work, you have to earn some money, take care of your family, but keep the sight on the prize. There is English saying, right? Keep the sight on the goal or keep the sight on the prize. Don't worry about all these intermediate things. So self-realization means understanding that we are not the body, we are the soul, and how we need to get out of this cycle of birth and death. Otherwise, we'll take birth again. And then the next body could be that of a hog or a dog, be a pig or a dog. Their life is not very great. Their life is not at all great. So our sinful reaction prepares the next body to resemble hogs and dogs. So we have to write that down. I have this cheat sheet. Last night I was discussing with my students, chapter 15, how the material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. This is exactly a reflection. The spiritual world is up, real, and the material world is a reflection. That's why, although the reflection appears very real, it is actually temporary. So we have to get out of this temporaneity and go into permanence, right? Material reflection of this real tree has to be cut off. I'm not saying cut off the real world. No, you are real. You are a soul. You belong to the spiritual world. But this is what we are here is a reflection, right? And there are all the Vedas will teach you, okay, if you do this puja, you'll get a nice wife. If you do this puja, you'll get rich. But those ritualistic formulas will not help you. They're just rituals. What we need to do is cut down this reflected tree and attain to the real tree. So there is reality, but we are in this falsity right now. You understand the concept of falsity? So that is what we are trying to teach here. This is not a shlokas class. This is a class that is designed to remove you from this material world and take you to the spiritual world. This planet of human beings is considered a field of activities. And to that, now I'll add one more quote. Sinful action prepares the next body to resemble hogs and dogs. So if you see a dog, and sometimes dogs are very ferocious, so you should know that this ferocious dog was probably a general manager in one of those very big corporations. After he died, he became a dog. But his ferocious nature hasn't gone away, right? So we don't want to be a hog or a dog in our next life. Some people will immediately stop coming to classes when I say this. They'll say, one person told about me. In the temple, I was talking like this. And he went down and said, why is that Prabhu upstairs so harsh? He's using very harsh language. This is not my language. This is the language of Bhagavad Gita. It may sound harsh to you, but that is reality. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Like, sometimes a cat drinks milk by closing its eyes and it thinks nobody is watching it. Have you seen that? Cats close their eyes and drink milk, but the entire world is watching the cat drink the milk. So same way, if I close my eyes and say that none of this thing is true, then what is true? Then you have COVID-19. Like, Maya Devi is trying to teach you every day with her actions. She introduces things like, stock market meltdown, coronavirus. All these things are to remind you that material world is not a pleasant place. So let me write that down. Miseries are a reminder that material world is not a nice place. If you think material world is nice, tell me. I will also follow your path. But I don't think it is nice. I have spent 52 years of my life on this planet, and I think it's a pretty horrible place. I mean, there are a few things. When you buy the good car or when you have your first child, there is some pleasure, little bit pleasure. And you know what that pleasure is like? Pleasure in life is like a Dunkin' stool. You know what a Dunkin' stool is? Has anybody seen that? Okay, again, YouTube. YouTube is like your guru. You'll have everything in there. So because I'm wishing you well, I'm telling you all these things. Otherwise, I will not tell you, right? This is a secret actually. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. You know what Rajaguhyam means? It's a secret. So this is the Dunkin' stool.
You have pled guilty to the practice of witchcraft, but such a plea is not sufficient to spare your life. I want names of others.
I know of no others.
Again. He's insane. A good day.
This is a way of torturing people. What they do is they put them in water, and exactly when they're about to die, they pull them out. I'm so happy now. I'm so happy. The person comes out. And when they are about to be, little complacent, again they are put in water. So this is the nature of the material world. So happiness is defined in the material world as when you are pulled out of that water. Most of the time we are in misery. Once in a while we are happy. But as you are trying to be happy, what happens? Again misery comes. So material world is happiness between long sessions of misery. So does this girl come out, or did they choke her again? No, I think they let her out.
The name of a fellow witch will...
Like that. So material world is like that. What can you do? And if you don't believe it, just go through life 10 more years and then you'll come to the same conclusion that I came to. The material world is full of contaminations. And one who is immunized by accepting prasadam of the Lord is saved from attack. So, become like me. Eat prasadam every day, chant Hare Krishna, and none of these miseries will trouble you. Miseries will come, but you won't be affected. This is the difference, right? It's not like because you eat prasadam, miseries will go away. Miseries will continue to come, but you will be saved from attack. Are you convinced, Shekhar?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
I mean, you don't have to say it because I'm asking, but you have to think about this. This is about contemplation, right? It is not like I can force you today to say something. No, but you have to think about this.
Right.
Yeah, like in every 10 years there is something massive in America. There'll be, stock market crash or coronavirus or housing market crash or something or the other. Some nonsense will come. So we have to come to the platform of understanding that dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Let me prove it to you.
No, in fact, it happened recently, Prabhuji. Because of this coronavirus, this Twitter and Facebook, they announced some remote work for everybody.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. And just now they changed the tune that if you move from the location, your salary will be cut or something like that. It will be adjusted accordingly. So that's a misery, right? That's a form of misery, basically, that they want to control the lives of their employees. So,
yeah.
I saw the news too.
Yeah.
What's that?
No, I read that news as well. They were like, we change the location, and you're not bound to our policies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is because they reflected on their statement later on, and then they realized that how many things would change if they allowed to do that. So they want to continue to control the lives of their employees. So that's what it is.
Yeah. So how many layoffs are happening right now? How many people are unemployed right now in 2020?
Close to 40 million.
Close to 40 million. Yeah, that's right. 39 million is what they said. Another 3 million filed for unemployment. So total how much? Somewhere there is a number. Anyway, so you know the stats. So the world is full of contaminations. And accept why it is like that, right? Because Krishna himself says that this is a place of misery. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Okay, everybody repeat after me. Mamupetya punarjanma.
Mamupetya punarjanma.
Dukkhalayam ashashvatam.
Dukkhalayam ashashvatam.
Napnuvanti mahatmanah.
Napnuvanti mahatmanam.
Samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Samsiddham paramam gatha.
So again, you can recognize these engrams, right? There is im and at the end, and aha, right? So how many times comes? Dukkhalayam, ashashvatam, samsiddhim, paramam, 4 times, right? So then you will know the pattern of Sanskritam. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. So they won't return to this temporary world. Some people want to return, but that is out of ignorance, because they think that next life it will be okay. But what if you come back in your next life, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, when there is Mad Max type of environment, people are waiting with a machine gun. The moment you go out of the road, unless you have a machine gun, you cannot even survive. Right? Do you want to come back at that time? It's quite possible you'll come back. But I don't want to come back. I want to get liberated now itself. Because as Kali Yuga progresses, end of Kali Yuga, human being will eat human being. So if you Just step out of the house, four people will pounce on you. One person will take your hand, left hand. One person will take right hand. One person right leg, one person left leg. And they'll start eating you. That's how bad it's going to be according to Srimad Bhagavatam. I mean, as it is happening once in a while, but that will be a common practice. So we have to come to the conclusion that we have to get out of this material world soon. If not, it is going to be a tough situation. So at least I don't want to be back in that tough situation. So again, as I said, the knowledge is there, practice is lacking. Right? So I create a cheat sheet here of all the things that I learn. Right? Here is the material world and the spiritual world. We are here in this one universe. And we are here in the middle plate called Bhumandala, in which we have Bhugol, our planet Earth. Above that, we have heavenly planets. Below that, you have hellish planets. And then there are millions of such universes coming from the body of Karnodakshaya Mahavishnu. But the spiritual world is somewhere else, higher up. I mean, all religions have some concept like this, lower worlds and higher worlds. But the Srimad Bhagavatam has more details about this structure. Right? If you surrender to your family members, you will take rebirth in family. If you surrender to Bhutas and Pretas, you will go to Bhuvar Loka. Bhutas are there. If you surrender to Devatas, you go to Devaloka, Swargaloka. If you surrender to forefathers, you go to Pitriloka. If you surrender to Supreme Lord Krishna, Narayana and Vishnu forms, you go to Vaikuntha. Or if you are very, 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 serious, then you might go to Goloka Vrindavan, the highest form. So the knowledge is there. Now practice is up to you. Okay, let's chant now. Repeat after me. Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Ananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Gadadhara,
Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam.
Shivasati Gauri Bhakta Vindam.
Now let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama.